The dynamic of the modern relationship, it is just too much of a beta male environment for an alpha male to even try to exist in. See, we ain't gonna even get into that. But the scenario is just so beta, man, that I just don't understand how men deal with it, man. You know what I'm saying? And they just let a woman, man, create a scenario with him, and then she gone, man. She gone kicking with the alpha all weekend. Then she come back to the crib, treat you like a king. I mean, you know what, baby? You should go over your mama house more often. Why don't you just make it a weekend thing? You go over your mama house on the weekends. Now, he's spending that time to go chill with his boys because he think his old lady with her at her mama crib, chilling with her sisters. You know what I'm saying? But she's not. But let me tell you the crazy thing. She got him trained to not even try to call her because she not finna talk to him while she with the alpha. And let me tell you something, bro. On some real talk, a lot of times these women act like they ain't married. I'm not going to sit and tell you that alpha male just go out here, just a woman come and say, I'm married, I got a husband at home. Because for one thing, when that energy happens like that, it ain't a whole bunch of conversation. So getting to know a woman and getting to learn her history and all that, a lot of times the way a woman come on to an alpha male, man, the sexual energy is so high charged that it just turned into a sexual relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell men, you gotta not jump right in. You gotta take your time, man. You gotta take your time with these bras, man. Don't just rush right into the bed with the woman the first night. Get her hot and bothered and then chill. You know what I'm saying? Don't just let it pop off like that. And if you really in tune with God, man, he'll give you a sign. He'll give you a symbol, man, to let you know, man, that woman ain't for you. Now it's going to be up to you to avoid the woman. That's when your alpha energy come to the test. When you got this beautiful woman that want to get with you and God give you an energy sign that the woman ain't for you, what you going to do? Are you going to keep doing it? Are you not? That's the number one thing that alpha males have to understand, man. If you got the alpha energy, man, you can't cross all the way over into the full threshold of the alpha essence until you incorporate God into it, because you're going to need some guidance. You're going to need some spiritual guidance and spiritual awareness to keep yourself from getting caught up, with the strange woman, bro. With one variation of the strange woman. The adulteress hunts for the precious soul. And the alpha man has the most precious soul, brother. Another thing she'll do sometimes. Now, this is when a woman feelings start getting caught up with the alpha male. When a woman's feelings start getting caught up with the alpha male, then she comes back home and treats the beta male poorly. She come back in the house and she leave in a good mood because she finna go kick it with her alpha. And then she come back and she treats him terribly. She has an attitude. She throwing things around in the kitchen, man. She complaining and doing all that, man. And she go sleep in the other room, for the spare bedroom, for a couple of nights, man. And she's doing that because now she's caught up. She wants to be with the alpha male in a relationship, but he don't want that. See, let me tell you something about women. A lot of women can talk a good game, bro. But once a woman's feelings get caught up, she can't accept that there's going to be other women. Once a woman falls for a man, she can't accept that there's going to be other women. That's why most times a man has to just be in a free-willing player lifestyle in order to have multiple women. The majority of men can't have two women or more, but let's say two. The majority of men can't have two women because they let the first woman get so damn caught up. And so every time they try to incorporate another woman, it creates problems. It creates friction and the other woman will run them off or try to fight them or do all type of crazy things, because once you let her get her feelings caught up, then she's not going to be so willing to, she's not going to be able to, she's not going to be able to bring herself to accept that. And that's why it can't be a cohabitation situation. You know what I'm saying? It can't be a cohabitation situation until it exists outside of a cohabitation situation for a couple of years. So you got to have these couple of women for a couple of years where they got their own space, you got your own space. They got to know that they're not the only one. And eventually, man, if those women, see, this is what you got to understand. However a woman gets caught up with you, whatever the scenario is, it's the scenario she's going to be stuck in. Mentally and emotionally, she's going to be stuck in that scenario. That's why a woman that's caught up with an alpha man, she moves on, man. Once he moves on, man, 6 months can pass, man, and she won't even be able to get anybody else the time of day because she's still mentally, emotionally stuck in that space. And so, and from my experience, and me speaking to other men who live this lifestyle, man, that's what the experience is with them, man. You know what I'm saying? Is the experience is those women have to buy into you and buy into your process before that happens. And you can't just spring that out on a woman. You can't enter in a monogamous relationship with a woman and then get to a point where you want to try to spring that on her. It don't work like that. You got to start over with 2 new women. You got to get a new woman and do it, man. So, that's the reality of it, man. See, when I tell these guys, man, that, you got to pay the cost to be the boss, you could tell the difference between an alpha mindset and a beta mindset. The beta mind automatically goes to giving a woman money and buying her stuff and doing all that. Man, I ain't not once in no video did I say, man, that you supposed to buy a woman gifts and shower her with things and take her on dates and do all that and wine and dine her. I've never said that, but the beta male mind automatically goes to that when I say pay the cost to be the boss, because when I say pay, he automatically thinks about tricking because he's a trick. If your mind goes straight to tricking, when I say pay the cost to be the boss, you're a trick, man. You're a beta male simp mangina. You understand? Your mind should go exactly to where Unplugged Fitness just took you. Your mind should go to paying the cost to be the boss, like a boss in an alpha way. That means that you're the boss of your environment. And so you never go into the woman's world. The woman's coming into your world. You're already the boss of your world. If you're not the boss of your world, you're not going to be able to get this submission from a woman. You understand? It's kind of like with a married man. A married man that's in a monogamous relationship, quote unquote monogamous relationship, he can get partial submission from a young chick. But once that young chick grow, like you catch a chick 20, 21, yeah, that ain't been out there. Yeah, man, you can have that partial dominance with her. But as she gets older and starts to be around more people, she's gonna realize that you're a beta male. She's gonna realize that your old lady runs you at home. She gonna mess around overhear that one conversation where you sit making up all kind of lies to your woman, bro. If a woman hear you sit and make up a lie to a woman like you're afraid, she'll never respect you. Ever. She'll never respect you. The respect possibility is gone at that particular time because you are functioning in the mindset of a beta male. That's the same thing that happens when you think about, when you think about being a provider. That's why I make a difference between a beta male provider and an alpha male provider. A beta male provider sustains a woman's lifestyle financially. An alpha male provider sustains his own lifestyle. And so when a woman comes into his world, she gets to benefit from that lifestyle. Anybody does. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who comes into your world benefits from that lifestyle. If you got family coming in, say you having a family reunion, you got family coming in from out of town, you live in a mansion. Whoever come live with you about to live the mansion life the whole time they in town. They literally about to be served by a maid and a butler and a chef. They about to see what it's like to live in a mansion. That's anybody who comes around you. So if a woman comes around you, hey man, you paying the cost to be the boss. And when I say pay the cost to be the boss, I'm talking about when the woman comes into the environment, she realizes that she's in your domain. All that energy, all that rah-rah, all that woman is this and women are powerful and women are stronger. It goes out the window when a woman comes into an environment where you're the boss. It goes out the window. The same way a woman will talk crazy to a man at home, but she won't talk crazy to a boss at work. Why? Because her boss pays the cost to be the boss in that particular environment. Triple X Depression, appreciate the $25 super chat. Bro say I've been doing the wife is short-term relationships because I travel for my job a lot. I like these relationships, but every time they catch deep feelings. One girl vandalized my car. Which girl should I allow in my home? I'm 23. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You gotta learn to keep them at bay with those deep feelings. When a woman start getting deep, you got to put her on ice, man. You got to put her on ice. Now, as far as which women to let into your home, bro, you got to be real meticulous with that. that's a decision that every man has to learn to make on his own. You have to get the telltale sign, like the woman who vandalized your car. Remember all her tendencies. Remember how she started off. Remember how when she first started catching feelings, how was she? What was she doing? How was she acting? And then you use those to gauge other women. And any woman who crosses one of those lines, man, you put her on ice immediately. When a woman starts catching feelings, you got to put her on ice, man. You have to. You can, if you want to live a stress-free life when you're dealing with women, you cannot let women catch feelings. You cannot. Now, this is the thing. As an alpha male, you ain't got to be out there pumping and dumping and cutting everything that move just because you don't want to, get caught up in with a woman's feelings. But you just have to learn to put women on ice. The problem with these guys, man, they can't afford, they can't imagine their lives even one day not having women around or not having access to women. Or, hey, man, we're alphas. We got too many other things going on, man. The more things we have going on, the less value that women have as far as their presence goes in our lives. And you got to use the ice technique, bro. You got to put her on ice. Every single time, because it's hard for me to believe that when a woman vandalized your car, that's the first time she showed some erratic behavior. A woman don't just go from being a peaceful, docile little lamb to vandalizing your car. She did something before that to show you some erratic behavior. You should have put her on ice then. The first time a woman shows erratic behavior that symbolizes a woman who wants something from you that you can't give her, and it's 9 times out of 10, it's monogamy or commitment. Man, you have to put women on ice immediately. Don't have no conversation when a woman needs to be put on ice. Put her on ice. Don't try to talk to a woman and talk her down off the ledge when she is having that erratic behavior. Put her on ice. Put some space between you and her. And another thing, never let a woman disrespect you. Never let a woman talk to you crazy. Never let a woman challenge you. Never let a woman rear up at you like she want to do something. And God forbid, never let a woman put her hands on you. You got to be dominant with women. And see, when I say be dominant with women, even women feel like, oh, he want to control. Some women be thinking, man, you talking about putting hands on them. No, I'm telling you, it's my way or no way. At the very moment you do something that's not my way, you gone. At the very least, you about to be on ice for a week, at least a week. For me, a month is better. So, you gotta you maintain the energy of the women by maintaining your energy as the domineering force in the situation. If you're the domineering force in your life, when she's in your life, you're the domineering force in her life. So, these are the types of things, man, but that's a good question, bro. That's a good question. You know what I'm saying? It's an absolutely appropriate question for a young brother, for a young 23-year-old brother, man, that's that's out here doing his thing, man. So when they get ready to catch them deep feelings, bro, you gotta. And another thing, 9 times out of 10, if they catching deep feelings, you spending too much time with them. You gotta those wifey type situations, bro. You gotta do those in very short spells. I'm talking about like a weekend. You can't do it for a month. It's too long. You know what I'm saying? Doing that short-term marriage experience, man, with a woman, man, for a month, man, a month is enough time for her to get caught up, bro. A month is enough time for her to get caught up. As crazy as that sound, a month is plenty of time for her to get caught up. Unplugged Fitness, man, appreciate $10 super chat. Bro, say the bigger mistake men think is men and women are equal. Women are fundamentally incapable of leading a man within a relationship. She must follow you for the relationship to work. Absolutely. She must absolutely follow you for the relationship to work. I'm not even talking about, even 50-50. I think 50-50 is the worst endeavor, because 50-50 gives a woman a glimpse into the life, into a life with a man who views her as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like the homie was saying, if y'all 50-50, if y'all even, either you a woman or she a man. Because y'all can't be a man and a woman that's equal. Somebody has to buy into being the opposite sex. And in a 50-50 relationship, the man buys into being a partial woman. You half woman and half man. She's half woman and half man. That's the only way for you to be 50%, 50-50 with a woman is you have to lower yourself, because she can't raise herself to your masculine level. You have to lower yourself to her feminine level and give her 50% of your masculine power. And then you take on 50% of her feminine submission. That's why 50-50 relationships don't work for alpha males. And the divorce rate is higher here than anywhere else because the acceptance of the 50-50 dynamic is more prevalent here than anywhere else. That 50-50 dynamic, man, it's the craziest thing. It doesn't even make logical sense for a man to buy into a 50-50 dynamic with a woman, bro. It don't even make sense.